For joining us tonight. Police in Davenport right now looking into a shooting early this morning. A 28-year-old woman walking up to two sheriff's deputies in a truck stop after being shot. News 8's Chris Miner reports.
HD News 8.
Williams had served time in prison after pleading guilty to a felony gang charge back in the 90s.
Police in Rock Island.
Turning to weather now. After a very nice Columbus Day out there, we could see a couple changes on the horizon.
And Storm Team 8's meteorologist Terry Swales is going to tell us what is on the way. Here he is in the first check of the forecast tonight. Hey, Terry.
Well, nothing too terribly bad in our forecast.
Thank you, Terry. It's the case that rocked the Big Ten and sickened the nation. Former Penn State assistant football coach Jerry Sandusky, convicted of 45 counts of sexual abuse, still maintaining his innocence tonight before he learns his fate tomorrow. State's Jonathan Katz joins us now with more. Jonathan.
Don't have any suspects.
Police in Florida right now have released new details into the apparent murder there of a Chicago Bears fan who traveled to Jacksonville for this weekend's game. 47-year-old William Petrie, a married father of three from Lakeville, Illinois, was in a restaurant early yesterday morning with friends. Police say he got up to go to the bathroom, ended up briefly talking to two women. Investigators say one of the woman's boyfriends, 27-year-old Matthew Hinson, became jealous and enraged and simply walked up and slit Petrie's throat with a pocket knife. The Illinois man's family tonight stunned.
A family guy. He owned his own business. He worked extremely hard. And here he had an opportunity. Not many opportunities did he get to go away and have a little weekend. And it didn't take many vacations, but he loved the Bears.
Police say surveillance video shows there was no fight before Petrie was killed. Hinson will appear in court tomorrow, held without bond tonight. Police say he's admitted to killing him, but hasn't said why he did it. Meanwhile, police in Philadelphia tonight have begun to charge people following a massive wedding brawl there yesterday. Police had already arrested 3 people. One man actually had a heart attack and died afterward in the parking lot. Investigators are looking at the video shot in the hotel lobby to ID all those involved. They say they don't know what started the brawl between 2 separate wedding parties, but they do say that alcohol was involved.
A Chicago. Coming up on News 8 at 10, a possible swing in momentum.
The new presidential poll number is just out tonight, and the rush of political visits now scheduled for Iowa next.
And later, the fastest fast food. Which chain took home the top spot for speed? Coming up on News 8 at 10. Braley.
Closer to home, it's getting to be crunch time in our local congressional races as well. Democratic congressional candidate Sherry Bustos working to rally support in Galesburg tonight in her bid to unseat first-term Republican Congressman Bobby Schilling. She met with voters at a community center in Galesburg earlier this evening. Meanwhile, Congressman Schilling tonight receiving the endorsement of the Chicago Tribune. The editorial board said that Schilling is, quote, willing to make tough reforms, end quote. Tribune report this weekend claimed $3.3 million of campaign cash has come from outside the district so far, $2.1 million to Bustos and $1.2 million to Schilling. Both candidates set to face off right here this week at WQAD. Their live debate will take place on Thursday night at 6:30. News 8's Jim Mertens will moderate that, and a live studio audience will be here on hand. And a quick reminder, tomorrow the last day to register to vote in Illinois. Voters in Iowa, though, have until October 27th to make sure that they are pre-registered for the general election on November 6th.
And just ahead, strike up the band, or how about 6 of them?
Do it. What brought half a dozen high school bands together on the same field tonight? We've got a quick listen next. Music in the air over the Quad Cities tonight. Rocky playing host to the 4th annual Showcase of Bands, featuring the marching bands from Rock Island, Geneseo, Orion, Rockridge, UT, and Moline. Students playing those marching band classics and some Beatles renditions tonight. Moline closing their set, saying goodbye to Steve Schwengler, a music director who'd been at Moline for decades. Congratulations to him and everyone tonight. An absolutely picture-perfect fall night to be out there for it.
Yeah, that got me a little extra zing in my step.
Yeah, sure. You need it right now.
Pretty zippy, for sure. And tonight, been a pretty good night out there, much warmer than in recent nights around here. And I think we'll keep the warm air in the afternoon. If we're going to see any showers, that's the time frame to watch for those.
We'll be ready.
All right. Thank you, Terry. Just ahead, the fastest of fast food.
Yes, the chain that took the top spot for speed and who came in dead last at the drive-thru. That's ahead.
But first, better health. The bonus researchers now say tomatoes pack inside them. That's ahead on News 8 at 10. Your stroke risk.
Researchers tonight claim to have found the fastest fast food chain in the entire country. The 2012 QSR drive-thru study ranked Wendy's the fastest in the nation. It takes on average essentially 130 seconds to get your food after you place your order. Taco Bell came in second at 150 seconds. McDonald's came in at 189 seconds. Chick-fil-A right behind at 190. And Burger King got dead last at 201 seconds. Researchers made more than 2,000 visits to determine those average times, and I would like to volunteer to be part of that research crew, I think, the next time around.
That's an awful lot of visits.
Ooh, rough stuff. Just ahead in sports tonight, the quarterback question finally answered in Ames.
Then
They are all better than anyone sitting at this desk.
Doesn't take much.
Yes.
No, thank you, man.
oh, don't speak for Terry over here.
No, I'm
No, no, he's fine.
He's good. That's okay with me, yeah. And we could scare up a late day shower tomorrow. Otherwise, our temperatures will be back in the mid-60s, about 66 here in the Quad Cities.
All right, good deal. Finally, tonight at 10, if you have motion sickness, you may want to look away here for a second. That's 16-year-old Miranda Ferguson over the weekend, breaking the world record for consecutive flips. It had been at 32. Ferguson did 35 of them in a row during halftime of our high school game, going end over end from one 15-yard line to the other 15-yard line. It's exhausting just watching it.
Yeah.
Afterwards, she said she felt excited and relieved. If I would have done just one of those, I would have said I felt something else. But congratulations to her into the Guinness Book of World Records.
Oh my gosh, I wonder if she was counting her own flip-flops.
It's a whole lot of action there.
Well, thank you for watching News 8 at 10. Get the latest local news from us at WQAD.com.
Good morning, Cloud City starts right here at 4:30 in the morning, and we will see you right back here tomorrow night. Have a great evening, everybody.